Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. That one might violate every return rule in the book as he's out of bounds at his own 5. So Boise State will have some work to do after that short return. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
They'll go to the counter play. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, they'll take to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's done. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
To throw, it's Hubbard. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, though.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking for room. It's Morrison. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Broncos in the hurry-up.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's right on target.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
He's got 42 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. And stampeding through the defense. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Dropping back, it's Hubbard. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. To the air on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Broncos moving quickly to the line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Catch is made at the 15. Slips through the line. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hubbard. Quick strike complete.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Bulls his way forward. He now has 53 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. They'll run this play from the pistol. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32 after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! What a catch and run for 6. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be knocked down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Snagged in the middle. It's done. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Banks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They get to the line quickly. Going up top on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The aerial assault continues. Got it in the middle. It's done. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires one high and deep. And that pass picked off.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Hubbard. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grab behind the line. It's done. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Absolutely perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there.
And the Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Movement here from the tight end. He's got it again. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Andrews. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw. It's Hubbard. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And the returner is stopped. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Gonna run it. It's Banks. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Now facing a 3rd and long.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll leave it with him. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
To the air. It's Hubbard. They're bringing heat. Might be looking to run. Unleashes one. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
And I tell you what, I know it's little, when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them. But, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
Number 11, on to punt it away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by just 1 over the Royals. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Extending the play. The freshman able to get home with the sack. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Marquez. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Right down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll give it to the back. Just ran over. Just keeps moving. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They feed him again. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. The quarterback and receiver not on the same page. But when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marquez. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. On 4th down, going to the air. He just threw it away. I get not wanting to throw an interception, but you'd think you might want to keep that play alive. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
A great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.